Hey y'all, it's been a while since I made a video, but I don't know, I just felt impressed upon me to share one other dream that I had, where I was in hell. It was a pretty short dream, but I just remember waking up like in this jail cell and kind of looking through bars and like kind of seeing like demons, like I guess like in the corridor, like just outside the jail cell that I was in, just like a few demons. And I remember just looking around. It was about 10 by 10, something like that. I remember like just somewhere around there. And I remember looking around and just seeing. I don't remember distinctly, but I just remember seeing just shapes kind of moving along, the ground and along the walls and stuff like that. I looked out the bars, like on one bar or one side of the cell, like I could see the demons through it. The other sides, it's like I was in a tower, and it was like, and it kind of, I don't know, like it reminds me of uh was it like Mary? I think it was Mary Q. Baxter, or I don't know, someone else who talked about being or seeing kind of towers of jail cells like in hell, and like with souls in them. It was kind of like that. And I remember looking out and kind of seeing kind of the height of it, like looking down, I could see kind of like the ground where it was kind of like the brimstone, kind of like with the red kind of showing through cracks and stuff like that. And up to the right, on one of the sides, like looking to my right up and up, I could see heaven. Like I could see it was like, or it looked like heaven at least. It was like kind of clouds with light kind of coming out. And let's see. And yeah, and the thing that kind of came to mind, like when I was kind of like asking myself, where am I? It's like I saw these things and like, okay, this is hell, and immediately I knew why I was there. It was like this thought that came where I was there, this knowing, I guess, or thought knowing that I was there because of for cleverness, for being like clever, and I don't know, and it's basically like because I was relying on being clever as opposed to relying on God. Like at the time, and this is kind of like um pretty close into like my recommittal to God. Like I was being attacked by like when I would sleep, I would it's like, right when you fall asleep, like I would feel myself like something come over me and like freeze my body, and I couldn't move until I said Jesus' name. And so to kind of help me fall asleep, knowing that these things could happen or another bad dream or stuff like that, I would repeat like a mantra in my head. Um, like my at the time it was like trust God, trust God, trust God, and I was relying on this to kind of ease my spirit, kind of ease myself, ease my mind, like to so I could fall asleep. And it was when I was doing it was one of the times when I was doing this before I was falling asleep, when I had this dream that was kind of like me relying on my cleverness, a mind technique, as opposed to just letting go and like trusting God. So yeah, it was a short dream, but I remember waking up pretty freaked out, calling my dad and kind of asking for prayer and stuff like that. But yeah, I just kind of felt impressed to share that. That's it. Hope you all well. All right, peace.